Yo, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about Jewish privilege, a hashtag that has been trending on Twitter for the past day or so. And I'm going to give my thoughts on Jewish privilege. Okay, so I am Jewish, raised like culturally Jewish, Reform, if anybody knows what that is, which is like as watered down Jewish as you can get, right? Like from LA, most Jews in LA are not like hardcore religious Jews. And from what it's like, most liberal Jews, right? LA's a liberal place, and I grew up as a, I guess, liberal. I don't know, I wasn't really like politically affiliated when I was a kid, but that was just the climate in LA, I guess, at the time. But anyway, yeah, is there such a thing as Jewish privilege, I guess, from my point of view? Well, I will say that as a Jew, there are certain things that are easier for me, but I still have to do the work, right? The being Jewish, it's like being good looking, kind of. Not like I'm the most good looking person in the world, but they say, for example, that looks and money don't matter in the dating world, right? As a man, looks and money don't matter, but they do matter. You know, like they do matter and they don't matter. They do matter, but they're not the only thing that matters, right? Being Jewish matters, you could say, right? It'll definitely help you. You know, it looks good on the resume, I guess, right? Resume. If you need to get a meeting with somebody, like, and they see that you're Jewish and they're also Jewish, they're more likely to develop like an immediate bond with you and help you. But you could say the same thing for any ethnicity or group or fraternity that you've been in, or club, or interest. Any sort of commonality will have the same thing. But the reason people are making a big deal about this is because Jews were just very successful in a lot of different areas. And people don't like to admit that it's possible that it's really because we're just fucking either smarter or harder working or better at what we do or better at manipulating the system or better at all of those. And they don't want to, like, they don't like that, right? They're like, well, no, that can't be it, you must be cheating. And then, if even if we're, let's say we're not cheating, right? If we're all doing it like the proper way, then you like pull all these accusations. Oh, well, they control the liberal media and they're trying to weaken the fabric of American society and they're trying to destroy the white race by like promoting non-white things, like promoting things like Black Lives Matter and promoting fucking all this trans shit. Not that you can't be white and trans, but like trying to dissolve the, like, what's it called, the nuclear family, the traditional like white Christian, you know, good values, I guess you could say, of like of America, basically. Now here's the interesting thing, a little bit of conspiracy theory stuff snuck in here a little bit, is that most conservative Jews that I know, the ones who like the religious ones, because the religious Jews are conservative, politically considered conservative. They love Israel, they love fucking Trump, they love anything, you know, that has to do with like fucking, just fucking Republicans across the board. Like, I don't know how else to say it. They have a lot in common with like American Republicans, uh, and the ones that who are like in the media and controlling the media, those are all not religious Jews. Those are liberal Jews, right? Those are like non-practicing Jews. Like Soros, he's not a religious guy. He just happens to be Jewish, right? So I think a distinction needs to be made, and this is like getting off of the topic of Jewish privilege, but it's something I've wanted to say in the last couple of conspiracy videos that I've made, is that you need to make a distinction between like liberal Jews who are, I would argue, like fucking shit up for the worse for America. I don't like it either. Nobody likes it, right? And the like conservative Jews who are all like Jewish people. They like Christians. We like Christians. We do. Conservative Jews like Christians. We do. We love the Christian work ethic. We love Christian values. Like, we see that it's good. Really, honestly. Like, you don't believe me? Whatever. We like the Jewish stuff better for sure, but we like the Christian too. It's like it's good. It's reliable. It's dependable. You know they're not gonna fucking put a suicide vest on and blow your shit up. You know they got your back in the war. Whatever it is, it's like the same team. You know. Anyway, forget about that. Let's talk about the Jewish privilege thing a little bit more. Um, yes, there are some things that will benefit you if you're Jewish, that you can benefit from. Like I said earlier, connections, stuff like that. But you still have to do the work. If you're a fucking idiot and you're shit at your job and you're a completely useless human being, you're not going to get a job at a good company just because you're Jewish. It doesn't work like that. Similarly to how if you're white and you're a fucking useless human being, you're not going to get anywhere in life because you're a useless human being, right? And I guess the argument, I guess, from like black people, really, which is what it is, because they're the ones who are talking about white privilege, and like Latinos don't talk about it, fucking Asians don't talk about it, like no other group is talking about it, or at least being as vocal as like the black community. And not everybody in the black community, blah blah blah. I think this shit is fucking super political and like centrally organized. This is not like grassroots shit's going on. This is funded by somebody and fucking organized. It's garbage. But anyway, it's those groups who are talking about it, right? It seems to be like, you know, black groups who are funded by Jews. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but like that's what it looks like. This fucking Susan Eisenberg, whatever her name is, Susan something, Rosenberg, I don't know, whatever. They're saying that like, oh, you're white, you didn't have to deal with like police harassing you and whatever, all these like problems in your community, so you were able to go to school and get a job and study and do all this other stuff. And there is some truth to that for sure, like 100%. I didn't grow up in the ghetto. Like a lot of white people I know also didn't grow up in the ghetto, and they didn't have to deal with that. I barely like made it to where I am now, and I didn't grow up in the ghetto. I had like a chance. I can only imagine what it would have been like if I did. But at the end of the day, here's what you have to understand, is that everybody has the same chance. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. And at any time during those 24 hours, you can choose to make any decision that you want at any time. Anybody at any time can choose to go to a shitty part of town and buy drugs and do drugs and sit in their house and fucking watch TV and collect welfare and fucking be a degenerate and live a shitty life. Anybody can make that choice at any time. Similarly, anybody can make the choice to fucking try and make something out of themselves, to get a job, to work hard, to save money, to open a business. You have all of the resources of the internet at your disposal that you can fucking, you have free courses from Harvard and MIT. You have all the resources that you need. You have fucking social media where you can literally contact pretty much anybody on the planet and pitch them ideas. But the problem is that like when you bring these ideas into the public consciousness, like privilege and stuff like that, it completely neutralizes anybody's desire to actually try, right? It's very similar to the whole looks and money thing, right? Where you have a lot of fucking losers who are like, they don't even try to better themselves and to try and like, you know, make improvements with their sex life or dating life, because they're so set on this idea that it's just looks and money, it's looks and money. So why should I try? Oh, I'm only 5'8". Like girls want a guy who's at least 6'2", so I'm not even gonna try because I have no chance anyway. That's fucking loser mentality. And honestly, like this white privilege shit is fucking loser mentality too. So is the Jewish privilege stuff. It's fucking loser mentality. You know, is there some truth to it in that like you might have a little bit of an easier time? Yes, you might have like one foot in the door a little bit sooner, but I think people overestimate the importance of that, similarly to how they overestimate the importance of looks and money. I'm not saying they're not important, but if you're a fucking loser and you're really good looking and you have a lot of money, it doesn't fucking matter because you're still a fucking loser. You're not gonna get anywhere. And I know plenty of people who are like most guys, black, white, whatever, it doesn't matter. They focus on their body, they go to the gym a lot, and they focus on how much money they make. They don't actually work on their social skills, right? Which is separate. You know, that's your money and your body is only going to take you so far, or your face or whatever. Similarly to the whole white privilege thing or Jewish privilege thing. Yeah, you're Jewish. Okay, good for you. That's only going to take you so far. All right, you're white. Good for you. It's only going to take you so far. There's a lot of fucking white losers on welfare. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Jewish people who are fucking losers too. I know a lot of them personally. Anyway, you get the idea. So like, is Jewish privilege a thing? Yeah, but don't make such a big deal about it because it's really not that big of a deal. And I know people will hate on this video and they'll be like, oh, you're just saying that because you're a Jew and like you didn't take advantage of the cabal, you didn't drink the children's blood and blah, 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 and like all this dumb shit. Okay, you can look at it like that if you want, but if you're actually like a rational person, I'm pretty sure you could agree that like, okay, you've got this one good thing going for you, the color of your skin or the fucking religion that you were born into, but you know, that'll only take you so far, really. Let's say I'm Christian, you know, or I'm fucking Jesuit, or like Jesuits, like I don't know if it's like high-ranking Christians, but like they're pretty high-quality people, you could say. You're Jesuit, okay? Are you going to be set for life because you're fucking Jesuit, or you're Saudi, for example, is another good one. You're in the royal family. Well, that's probably a bad example. They have a ton of money. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I hope. Let me know what you think about that. # Jewish privilege. Leave me a comment. Am I a shill for the Mossad? Am I just trying to subvert the white race and break up the nuclear family? And this is just a clever psyop from your lovable fucking car-speaking YouTuber? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.